Hey, this is Nasty Neal.
That would make me terrible, Troy.
And we're here at Chez Antoine. We got a couple cappuccinos, and we're going to review Superman 2025 from James Gunn.
Bum bum ba da dun 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 da 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 dun.
This is good.
Dun, dun.
So Troy's got the whole milk cappuccino. I've got the coconut milk cappuccino. It's a fancy lad, but it's very good. I think there's some people in chat, but for whatever reason, they make this chat so incredibly small you can't see anything. But it looks like people are chatting. So
Chatters, we love you, but we just can't see you right at the moment. We apologize.
Yeah. So StreamYard, really, you should work on that. That's insane. That on the phone they make it so incredibly small you literally cannot see it. We also have some macaroons.
So we figured little Superman, little cappuccino, couple of macarons, and we'll be some happy cats.
All right, do you want any macaron now? All right, so Troy has the pistachio.
Got the pistachio. So Main Street Hyannis.
I'll get the lavender.
Come on down to Chez Antoine's. Get yourself some coffee, little cookie, and you'll be good to go. Oh my God. Wow. The pistachio is amazing.
The lavender. You like a floral you add? You should eat it with your pinky out.
Mm-hmm. Ooh la la.
I know you're not supposed to do this on camera, but very good.
All right, that was out of sight.
Yeah, that was great. The cappuccino was excellent. Superman. So I haven't liked the Superman movie since Superman 2 in 1980. Superman 3 is pretty bad with Richard Pryor. Superman 4 when he's fighting the nuclear man or whatever.
That one's so sad.
Yeah, that killed the franchise for decades.
Yep.
I had high hopes when they did that new one with played Lex Luthor in that. The guy who's canceled.
Oh my God, I can't think of his name.
Big actor.
Yep.
I had high hopes for that one. Not particularly good at all.
No.
They made him he was like Jesus Christ in that one. And then Snyder comes around and they do Man of Steel.
Yep.
And I will say that's the best of the Snyder Superman.
That's still, the bar is pretty low.
Yeah, I would say it's not good.
No, not good at all to me.
If people ask, well, why did you review it kind of favorably on your There's a Dinner and a Movie? Because we actually filmed that one twice. The first time we filmed it, Annabelle actually got very mad at me and threatened to like physically attack me. So we redid it. We did a whole new review where I said like, oh yeah, I kind of liked it, but it's not a fit.
Well, that one's pretty depressing, I'm afraid. It's just emo Superman. Then it just got worse from there. Superman
from there, then you've got some of the worst films ever made. Superman versus Batman's atrocious. It took me like weeks to get through it. So I was like, I was determined to watch it all.
I think it took me 4 times. I could do like a half an hour each time. And then the Justice League was pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's all. And I think it's you. They're like Batman's popular, obviously. So let's we're gonna copy Marvel and do the DC universe, which makes sense.
Yep.
But it's like you can't make every character in the Batman universe where they're all dark and brooding, and especially Superman. That's like the antithesis of Superman.
Yeah, somebody that's kind of like a lot more optimistic, like, just so much more of a feel-good character. Like, I'm going to bat for like the little man.
Yeah. I wish I could see these comments, but they're not shown. So, yeah, those are just. I think they're just bad movies. So then it comes out James Gunn's going to make the new Superman, and I get very excited because I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the Suicide Squad.
Oh, yep, the James Gunn one,
which I made Troy watch. It took a lot of convincing because he really didn't like the first one, and I didn't either. But James Gunn one's very entertaining. So we got Anthony Chobot here, Vic Schiavone, and the final boss. I thought it was good. So yeah, so we went both those I really like. And I think so I was like I was hopeful. Like, all right.
Yep, I think the DCU probably going to be in good hands. I mean, like you said, I haven't seen a Superman movie that I've liked in decades.
Yeah.
So I was hopeful.
Yeah.
I was like, don't let me down.
So we go into this movie, excited for it. I heard mixed reviews. Some people didn't like it. A lot of people hate it because it's woke. It's like, well, I don't know. I think it looks good. The trailer looks really good to me.
Oh yeah,
We have crypto in it, which I was excited to see. All this stuff, all these hope. So I go into it, and it seems like I'm building up to say, and then I was disappointed. But no, I love this movie. I was like, this is what I want from Superman movies. What I want from a superhero movie. Yep. Unless you're doing a Batman where it's supposed to be dark.
Yeah, if you've got something that's somber, like from the source material, then that's fine. But like if you have something that since its debut in the 30s has been a lot more upbeat, like, trying to bring everybody up, like, hey, if you're being, oppressed, if something bad's going down, here comes Superman to lighten your load, and like, all right, I'm down with that. Let's check this out. And so many throwbacks, like so many nods to the old Christopher Reeve one, right down to like Lex Luthor's girlfriend is Miss Essmacher.
Yeah,
and like, come on, that's the best. Otis is there.
Oh, I think it's arguably my favorite Lex Luthor. I mean, I love Gene Hackman. I would put those two neck and neck for the best Luthor. The other ones are really terrible.
To me, was kind of like if you took that Hackman and his Lex Luthor and made him more modern day.
Yeah.
So like, he's in now like more of a cyber world where, things are moving much quicker. So he's got like a whole team of people to like do his band.
I think he's just a little less campy than the Gene Hackman one.
But he has his moments, which
is
so good.
And a little more evil.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah, a lot like, just doesn't care about like the loss of life and things like that. Like, man, those are just like, they come and go. Those are just, they don't mean anything to us.
Superman, I think, is perfectly cast.
So good. Yep. And again, I get those same like, old Christopher Reeve vibes when like he's just kind of like the Paramount, like the, just this guy's the guy. Yeah. He's our go-to guy.
Yeah, and so and he's both like, he's heroic, but at the same time he's a flawed guy. He has a little bit of not necessarily an ego, but they don't make him where you could say the same thing about the Snyder movies where he's flawed, but they make him like such a depressing character.
And he's such an emo character.
Yeah, very brooding.
Yeah.
And I did see people. I think I watched a Piers Morgan episode, and like the guy was saying, like Superman's like weak and this stuff. You can't in basic storytelling, not just a superhero movie. You have to the hero has to overcome something.
Oh yeah.
So if he's just if he never is taken down a peg, never has to overcome anything, that's just not good storytelling.
Yep. Agreed.
So you have to have the villain get one up on him at some point so he could come back. I mean, that's the same thing in professional wrestling. That's in just basic storytelling.
Oh yeah. And this one's really great because it starts out like Superman, like you see him, he's in the Arctic and like,
and we didn't need to see I know James Gunn did an interview and he's like, we don't need to see Spider-Man be bit by the radioactive spider again. We don't need to see Batman's parents get killed in the alley. And we don't need to see Superman come into Earth as a baby.
Agreed.
Yeah,
totally.
We all know this.
Yep. We know the origins of all the major players. So yeah, we're good. We're good with that.
So that's they just assume this. And sometimes I know like on wrestling, I'll say you can't assume the audience knows everything, but I think you have to assume that the audience knows the most basic origin of Superman. And even if you did know that, they go back enough for you to figure it out without explaining like every detail.
Yeah. Yeah, you could go on YouTube and watch a video like there's 100 different people telling you Superman's origin.
And I think in the last 20 years, we've seen Spider-Man's origin at least 3 times.
Yep. Yeah, and I think Batman just
Countless Batman. Yeah, and I like Batman.
Oh, yeah.
And shows and everything. But like we get it. I think Lois was perfectly cast.
She was so
and
good.
I think they did a good job making her like she's a strong woman, but it's not like over the top where she's like beating people up
or anything.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like a strong, outspoken woman without being like condescending or you know like or unbelievable. Like, you know, like no person would really do this stuff.
And then something that I think James Gunn excels at in all his movies is taking either unknown characters or characters that you on paper you might be like, that's like goofy character really cares.
Like a throwaway kind of character.
Like basically almost everyone in Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, now they're like household names.
Yep.
But when they started, like no one knew Groot, no one knew Rocky the Raccoon. And all those characters, if you just explain, you're like a raccoon guy, a raccoon man, and a tree guy who doesn't speak. Like, this sounds really atrocious.
Yeah, going into it, you'd be, well, we were.
Yeah.
Like, come on, it's going to be garbage.
But yeah, he really excelled at those, made those into, iconic characters everyone loves now. And he did a great job on the Suicide Squad, which is, it's too bad that was a sequel to a really bad movie.
Yep.
Because I think it would have been even bigger. But
yeah.
He took people like Polka Dot Man. Again, it's like and he made them interesting and stuff. And so you have that in Superman, but you don't need that with Superman or Lex Luthor because everyone knows them, right? But they have the Justice Squad, which is made up of like
they call them the Justice Gang.
The Justice Gang. Justice Gang.
It's so great.
Yeah, and it's made up of like people know Green Lantern, but maybe not this version of Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Because there's different Green Lanterns. It's him, Falcon Girl, who I will say is probably the weakest of all them because they don't.
Still pretty cool.
Yeah, they just don't. She doesn't get a lot of TV screen time, I think.
True, compared to the other ones. And the third one, I didn't even know who he was. Mr. Terrific, who kind of stole the movie.
I agree.
Or at least the scenes with
I think this is a new standout character.
Agreed. I want to see him with his own spin-off like series.
Yeah, I think they're talking about doing a series.
Oh, good.
And a show of all of them. And I guess they're doing a Lanterns movie or show. I don't know if it's a show or movie. And that guy will be in that. But it'll be all
That's
the
so great. That is so great.
So those guys are great. They're like the comic relief.
Yep.
And I'll like you said a good thing. There's no throwaway characters. Everyone's a fleshed out character that you're interested in.
It's so true. Yeah. And Crypto the dog, like, he's great because he's your typical, like, playful, crazy dog. Only he's super powerful.
Yeah.
So, like, when he brings Superman back to the Fortress of Solitude, he spends a while, like, stomping on him and fighting him and flinging him around and stuff. He's just great.
So back to, when I was telling you, I was listening to Piers Morgan, and the one guy on there was saying, like, how Superman's not, like, he gets beat up, and then they get beat up, but whatever, he doesn't always succeed. And I always think that's a problem. That's hard to make a Superman movie because he is omnipotent, basically. Mm-hmm. He's all powerful. But that doesn't make for an interesting character because you have to have setbacks to overcome.
Yeah.
And so I think they did a really good job in this without going too far. Like I think the Snyder ones go way overboard where he's like this, brooding guy, almost suicidal or something. And so they took like a character that should be unbeatable. But they gave him, besides this kryptonite, which is used in the movie, he has other flaws.
Oh, yeah.
And one of them is crypto on some level.
Oh, it is. It's all
stuff up. And we get Def in the chat. We cannot see the chat on the phone. We literally can't see it, but we can see it on Troy's phone. So hello, Brandon Def up there. But the Ramon shirt, you can see it. I guess So Superman, I thought it was just a super fun movie, really great movie to watch in the theater. The visuals are awesome. Even like the Fortress of Solitude coming out of the ground, like that's like really cool. It's like
loved it so much.
And I like the additions of the robots and the
and it's typical like James Gunn who never forgets anybody. I think you were the one that told me that one of the
I didn't know. I was really surprised that Rucker wasn't in the movie. Yep. And I was like, and I looked up and he was, but he's one of not the main guy. Like number 4, it's Gary is the main robot, but one of the other robots is Brooker, and I think we'll probably see him as a bigger character in the DC you as we go on.
And then I saw that I forget her last name, but the woman that plays the Mantis in the Guardian, she was one of the other helpers. She was like the main like female helper. And so I thought that was super cool too. And then some of the things like there's some subtle changes. There's a lot of stuff that he sticks to from like the old Christopher Reeve one. The one addition that I really thought was clever and I really enjoyed was when he's got the messages from his dad, from Jor-El.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like some of it's been lost, like when his ship crashed, and so he doesn't get the full like transmission. And then when Luther like sneaks in and steals all this, you think maybe he altered the transmission to make Superman look evil, because Jor-El's like, well, once you get to this place, I want you to take it over, have a harem of like, you know, of wives and do all this stuff. And so at first you think, well, this is obviously just like garbage that Luther made up. And then you find out that no, this is really what Jor-El like sent him to do. But that's, you know, he was raised by Montauk Kent. So, you know, all this stuff, this isn't who he is. This isn't who he
That's another
became.
thing. I saw someone say that Ma and Pa Ken are like portrayed as these like dumb hillbillies. And,
Yeah.
that's not true at all.
No.
They portray as nice people, and then the end. I don't want to spoil the movie, but yeah, the end's very nice. It's that your family is the people that raise you, and it's not necessarily your blood family, but that is your thing.
Yep. And I like that because like, and I don't know if James Gunn, and I think he might be just from some of his other stuff, but if he's like a big Akira Toriyama fan, because that's almost straight out of like Dragon Ball and Dragon
Oh,
Ball
okay.
Z.
See, I'm not familiar
because Goku, he's from another planet, and like his people are all these warriors, and they sent him to like kind of take over Earth.
Oh, okay.
And then, but the guy that raises him, you know, as a human, and like so. If nothing else, I'm sure it's a nod to that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's great. I love it. I love stuff like that.
And so I will say there's people saying it's very political, and I was like, I don't know about that. So we go into it, and I'll say it's actually more political than people are saying. I would say
True. Yeah.
but they do a very good job, in my opinion, of there's stuff in there that if you know what they're really talking about, it's there. But it doesn't get in the way of it being just you can just watch it as a fun movie.
Absolutely.
And not think, oh, this is ICE, this is a prison that people the government's sending people to, you know, outside of America and stuff like that. That's all there, 100%. I think it's actually more prevalent than people are saying.
That's what I thought too. Because going in, I'm like, people have a way of like, you know, overestimating this stuff or over like, speculating what's going on. But no, you're right. It was like, and if that's a game changer for you, be warned. You know?
But they do a good because even a movie where if I agree with the political messages in it, if it's so if they're hitting you over the head and then they're preaching to you, as opposed to this is an entertaining story and you can read other things into it, that's not entertaining to me. But they do a really good job where you can just watch this as a very fun movie and not worry about whatever message. And if you want to, it's there.
Mm-hmm. And there's so many little like.
To be honest, a lot of that stuff, not so much like ICE stuff, but the idea of an immigrant coming to America to pursue the American dream. That's always been the theme of Superman.
For almost 100 years.
It's written in the 30s.
Yeah, for 90 years, you know, Schuster and Eagle.
Yeah.
Like that was, you know, their message when they made the character. So like that's really hasn't been lost in translation, you know, that's there, you know, right away. And then some of the other characters that like you find along the way, there's like a lot of cool characters. Some of the people at the Daily Planet, and then the guy, I can't remember the actor's name, but the bald guy from Barry. He plays Noho Hank. Metamorpho. And he's great in it.
He's awesome. Yeah.
And he's such a sympathetic character.
Oh, yeah.
Right away, you're like, oh, man.
Yeah, and this one little monster.
The perfect look. I don't know if you ever saw him in the comic.
No, I didn't know the character at all.
Just like that. Like, they kept it just right.
As I mentioned before, James Gunn does a really good job in making characters that I don't know interesting or characters that seems that they would be silly. So I won't bring this up. We can't see him on here for whatever reason, or else I pop him up. Nico Bellic. It's a big plot hole in Superman. Why couldn't Superman, with his X-ray vision, see Ultraman's face? I mean that's a valid point.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever brought up that he has X-ray vision in the movie.
But he does see inside the giant monster.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a valid point. I'll give you that. I mean, they could have easily
It could
explained
have
it.
been like a lead line mask.
I mean, that would
probably knows.
that would make. They could have just put that in real like a sentence, but that would make sense since it's really it's a big plot of the movie that Lex Luthor has studied Superman to the nth degree, and he's calling out like plays for Ultraman to fight Superman. So I think it would, but they could have just added one sentence to that. I'll agree with that.
Yeah, it's true. Like he could have said that when he did the big conversation with Superman at the end.
Yeah,
like, and the reason you didn't know about this guy is because I gave him a lead mask or something. Yeah.
So that my only complaint actually is I really didn't like the Jimmy Olsen guy. The guy who played Jimmy Olsen. I wasn't really big on, and I didn't think the plot with him and Eve worked.
No, that one was a little. At least give me some reason.
Yeah, it's very just like we need this to happen for everything to play out, but it doesn't ring true.
Yeah, because like it, I could see like a little bit of a callback to the old Reeve one where like Taskmaster's got a crush on Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what she would have.
Yeah, why Jimmy Olsen's her ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, it's not like a rich. Not to get to be rich.
No.
I mean, there's nothing really about him. He's not even a nice guy.
No,
doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
It's not really. He doesn't really. He's never given any kind of like character thing that stands out about him.
And I think that's the only in the entire movie. That's the only thing that and even that's not like a deal breaker.
No, it's a small point of the movie. But yeah, I just wanted to bring it up as the one thing I thought was the only really about
little bit of a
criticism I would have. But I'm really looking forward to see more of the universe.
Yep. And the Guy Gardner, Green Lantern.
That's who was Guy Gardner. Yeah, I'm a big fan. The actor's great and it really nailed it. Really fun character. I need to watch a show with John Cena.
Same here. You even get a cameo from that character, the Peacemaker.
Yeah. So who do you?
Yes.
I assume this isn't the end of Lex Luthor.
No,
but you probably have more villains in future movies. Who would be like a villain you'd like to see in a future Superman movie? Brainiac's always cool.
Brainiac would be great, and
he's never been used in the movie.
Either because he's such a powerful character, you could even wait until you do like a Justice League type setting.
Yeah,
but I
don't think
Bizarro would be great.
Oh yeah, Bizarro would be good. Yeah, and I don't think Brainiac's been done in any of the movies.
I don't think he has. That's kind of
Lex Luthor in all of them.
Yeah. But it was great to start there. Yeah, that was a perfect starting point, I think. Because then you can bring them back. Like if you get like a pairing up between like Lex Luthor and Bizarro, or Lex Luthor and Brainiac, or eventually you want to see Darkseid.
Oh yeah.
Don't rush it.
Again, that would probably be one you want to do when you start doing it.
You gotta save that.
Yeah, that's. I think really in all the Superman movies, it's always Lex Luthor and what's the General Zod.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think that's the only villains we've seen in any of the movies.
Yeah, besides guys they just kind of made up like.
Oh no, who's the guy who kills? Is it Bane? It's not Bane. Who kills Superman?
Oh, Doomsday.
Doomsday. So he was in the one.
Yeah, but we like to forget.
Yeah, and I guess Darkseid.
We're gonna give him a fresh start.
And Darkseid isn't just.
Yeah,
but it's a really terrible thing.
Nobody needs that.
But I don't know a ton of Superman villains. But I know Brainiac and. Who's the one you said? Oh, Bizarro. That's
Bizarro. And then you could always do it would be a weirder one because he's a strange character, but Mr. Mixelplick.
I'm a fan. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hire Lawrence R. Harvey.
Oh hell yeah. Because they missed the boat by not getting him as the mole man.
100%. Yeah. Or
Mr. Mixelplick. Yeah. So what would you like to see from the DC? You like as far as their next like heroes?
Oh, okay. So I mean, we've seen endless Batmans, and it's not a negative. I love Batman. So.
Oh yeah, and I even really enjoyed the last Batman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm a big. I don't know if that's part of. I don't know. It's so weird because like the Joker is not part of the DCU, and I'm not sure if those I think those Batman movies aren't either. I think they're their separate thing.
Yeah, I think so. But maybe the Pattinson like. Maybe it'll be part of like the canon now, but
I don't think I think it said it's a separate world. I don't know.
Okay.
Too bad because I actually think they're great. I'm looking forward to future ones of those.
Yeah,
and I think if you have like 2 or 3 ongoing Batmans at the same time, it gets very confusing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you want to know like which one's which.
Yeah,
like, is this?
So let's see. I mean, we had the run of the Flash, and we're not good. So. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of somebody like different that's not really been done to death.
That's true. Well, I'd like to see where they take this.
Which is a good thing about Gunn because he'll probably use a lot of characters that I'm not really even familiar with.
Yeah, like that Mr. Terrific guy.
Yeah,
you know, like, and he was just so much fun, and I love the character. Like, I'm looking forward to anything with him in it. Or I heard talk that they were pitching it HBO or Max, like a Green Lantern series, and it's going to be the whole universe.
Yeah, so that'll be cool because Guy Gardner's going to be in that.
Yep. So, and then all the other members of the Green.
Yeah, and the other Green Lantern movies are horrendous.
Oh, so bad.
Honestly, I mean, all the I don't really like any of the modern DC movies besides any of the Batman movies. So any of them would be good. I want to do Wonder Woman or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's coming up, and and I don't know if it's and then at the end of this one, you get the appearance of Supergirl.
Yeah, that was fun.
And you find out that Crypto was her dog, and like he was just babysitting for the super dog.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a ton of DC characters besides the ones everyone knows. So it'll be fun to see. I need to watch a show and get caught up with the DCU since Gunn is. I honestly think that was a big mistake by Marvel.
Oh yeah,
when they stopped using him on the Guardians, and then through loyalty, a lot of the actors were like, "We're not going to do the third one unless he's back," and so they brought him back for the third one, but still led to him leaving. I think they should have been just like, "Okay, let's give James Gunn the run of the MCU."
Oh, absolutely. I would have given him the director's chair and say, this is your baby now.
Because I think this is really the turning point for the DCU.
Oh yeah, and I got to say, like, I'm happy to see it because, like, I've been so disappointed.
Yeah.
Like all the DC.
I just want to see fun movies from whatever.
Yeah, I want to see everybody do one. I want to see like, hopefully the Fantastic Four will get Marvel back on.
Yeah, because they're I don't know. There's been ones I like, some that people didn't like the new Hulk I actually like, but overall they've not been the same since the end of the second Avengers, whatever.
Yeah.
Some of them are outright been bad.
Oh no, but just not that crazy high that they were.
A couple of them were bad though. Like that last one we saw. Some people liked it.
Thunderbolts, I didn't. I don't even know why they made it. That was one of those. Like I could see, like even the Marvels, I could see the audience for it. Because like Ms. Marvel on Disney, like it kind of appealed to like that like teen girl kind of like group. And so I could see them pitching that at a certain audience, but it wasn't me, obviously. But like the Thunderbolts was just such a dud, like, and I really enjoyed Captain America, but it didn't do great.
No, I actually liked it. That was one people hated before it came out. But so I liked it. Yeah, I said Hulk, but I mean Captain America.
Well, it's got the red Hulk in it, so
And I like again about so those guys showed loyalty to Gunn, and Gunn is the guy who shows loyalty to people. Because like the guy played Guy Gardner, Brooker. I mean, these are guys that were in his movies in the '90s. From way back in Slither days. And I don't know if there was. I don't think there was a Lloyd Kaufman cameo in this.
Not that I know of. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I thought it would be.
There's
unless he sneaks in somewhere.
So I like that. And then again, yeah, Batista. I assume he'll pop up in some of these future ones. The guy who played Rocket Raccoon was in this.
Yeah, yeah, he was Jor-El. He was Superman.
Yeah. So I like the loyalty of James Gunn to people that are good to him and help his career.
Agreed.
Well, that would be good actually. If you only have Mr. Mxyzptlk as just like a minor character, Lloyd Kaufman.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. Yeah, I would totally geek out.
Yeah,
You get him a little purple bowler.
Yeah.
And yeah,
he just pops up. So, yeah,
yeah, that's true. They could even do a little thing like
it doesn't have to be you could be an ongoing character, but not like big plot points or anything.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Though. That would be.
And if you know Mr. Mix, I don't know. I think that's a perfect guy.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start doing these normally. We'll think of a name. People out there. We got Anthony Chobo, Vic Schiavone, Final Boss, Steph, Nico, other people on the Facebook. If you have a fun name for these reviews, let us know. Because Troy and I are going to start reviewing movies here live, out and about. We're in Hyannis today and Cape Cod, beautiful Cape Cod. And we might start reviewing food too. We did review this place. This place was great.
Yep.
I will say it's very pricey, but the food was really good.
Definitely worth it though, because like the coffee was out of sight.
Yeah.
The macarons were great.
Troy's got the whole milk. I've got the coconut milk, cappuccino.
And like, you want to talk about serious, like peach.
Yeah, I can't even get all my phone.
Crazy.
I need like a spoon.
Seriously, stiff peaks. Yeah. That's what they could name this place.
Yeah.
Stiff peaks.
Yeah. Then not all stiff, but watching this episode. I see Deft out there. He's excited. All right. We'll be back soon. Until next time, this is Nasty Neal.
And Terrible Troy.
And this is Without Your Head.